life and hope after a stroke. And here now sponsoring our segment from Gibson Area Hospital, we have Allie Lauer and Karen Seib with us. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so let's start with you, Karen, because we're specifically talking about this new stroke support group that they've created at Gibson Area Hospital. Why was it important to you to kind of push for this group to be formed?
Well, we've had stroke support groups down in Champaign and Urbana, but we're a more rural community, and we would affect the people in the more rural area by having something, and having Gibson Area Hospital on board with us is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, and you're a stroke survivor yourself.
I am. I had a stroke in February of 2014, and when my insurance said I was done for therapy, I said, nope. So I found Gibson Area Hospital's Elite Fitness program, and Allie was one of my coaches during that, and I've kept going.
Well, very good. So, Allie, let's talk a little bit about your role at Gibson Area Hospital and what you do specifically.
Yeah, so I was working at Elite Sport and Fitness with like personal trainers and stuff like that, helping to work, just like keep an active, healthy lifestyle. No matter where people are at in their lives. So we have people like Karen who are coming post-stroke, and just some people who want to remain active. Everything from kids all the way up to, I think our oldest client is like 95 years old.
Oh, wow.
We work with everyone with everything, and so it's really cool to see the different like stages of life and things that people are going through and trying to overcome.
Yes, so let's talk a little bit about what happens at one of these group meetings, these sessions. What does it look like?
Well, it's a safe place in the first place to have a conversation about what happened to you, what your goals are, and other people who are survivors. How did you figure out how to do something differently that you used to be able to do without even thinking? Now you have to think about everything to be able to make yourself move forward. Even walking is one of those processes that you constantly have to think about.
Is this group geared specifically towards survivors or caregivers as well?
Survivors, caregivers, community, anybody interested in learning more, because lots of folks these days have family members who end up having strokes. What do they do? What's the first thing they do? Are there resources available? And we have come up with several resources that we have available.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about strokes specifically, because I know for everyone, time is of the essence.
Absolutely.
When it comes to a stroke. Let's go over that acronym really quickly for people who may need to know it and be refreshed with it, because it's very simple.
So the acronym is FAST, and we have a whole brochure that we made that has that acronym inside of it, with some stroke facts as well. But FAST stands for face drooping, arm weakness, speech difficulty, and then the time to call 911. So like face drooping, if you have that uneven on one side versus the other. The arm weakness, if you can't bring both arms up like evenly, and you're having, you know, one side different than the other. And like speech, if it's starting to get slurred or just abnormal in like that kind of way, and then just getting help as fast as you can.
Yes, very good. All good things to be mindful of. When are these support groups taking place?
We are the third Tuesday at 3 in Gibson there. That's an easy way to remember it for folks, you know, 323. The third Tuesday at 3 at the Gibson Area Hospital's Training Center, which in Gibson itself is right behind the dollar store.
Well, there you go.
So it's an easy landmark to remember how to find us.
Very good. Well, we're happy you're doing well, and we are thankful that Gibson Area Hospital is providing this kind of group for people who may need a little extra support, a little extra help, because it can go a long way. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, if you want to learn more about the Triple T Stroke Survivors Support Group at Gibson Area Hospital, who we appreciate sponsoring our segment today, we'll have it posted for you over at ciLiving.tv.